Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another video. Today we are going to do our picks for the Christmas slate of week 17. That's right, we're doing another holiday slate. As when I usually do these picks videos, it is the Thursday night, and we have a full slate of Christmas games this year. So we're going to do those three games. And going into last week, we actually went 13-3. So that's a really good record for last week. I ended up only getting the Rams, the Cowboys, and the Lions wrong, which those are all pretty valid losses to have, because they were all like favorites. The Cowboys one is a little bit more like, okay, maybe I could have picked the Chargers, but the other two, those are just upsets. I'm not going to blame myself for this week at all. I did get 13-3, so that was pretty good. And let's go ahead and get started with the Christmas slate. Starting off, we have the Dallas Cowboys going up against the Washington Commanders. The Cowboys. Yeah, one of the three that I got wrong. Yes, they lost to the Chargers 34-17, in which the Chargers offense was just able to get going against the Cowboys. The Commanders, they ended up losing to the Eagles 29-18 in what was a relatively close game at first. And when I look at this game, both defenses are not really all too great. This one could probably be the highest scoring matchup of the slate, considering what the other two matchups are. And I do think that overall, the better offense probably will win, and I think the better offense is the Cowboys. He's Dak Prescott, and CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens. They all should be able to just play well, and I think Josh Johnson is starting for the Commanders right now. So, yeah, the Commanders is going to have a rough time with this game, on offense and on defense, and I'm not entirely sure if they would be able to keep up with the Cowboys. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Cowboys here. And the Cowboys could do like the funniest thing, go 8-1, considering they have the Giants week 18. That would be so funny with them. But yeah, I think the Cowboys will win. Next up, we have the Detroit Lions going up against the Minnesota Vikings. The Lions, they ended up losing 29-24 off of OPI call, which I think is a valid one, against the Steelers. And yeah, they had that OPI call, and if they didn't have OPI, that could have been a touchdown. So it was a relatively close game against the Steelers overall. The Vikings, they had an ugly game against the Giants, 16-13, and yeah, can I just say it? It's already been slated that JJ McCarthy is out, so I don't think this is relatively going to be that hard of a game to choose as could have been. So I am going to pick the Lions here. They're going to have the better offense with Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I do hope the running game actually gets going, though, because I have not liked what I've seen lately with their rushing attack. And maybe they're missing Ben Johnson with Chicago. I'm not going to go there. But they have been missing the rush game compared to the past years. And I hope they would be able to get through there, but I think the passing offense should be able to do enough anyways to beat the Vikings, especially without JJ McCarthy playing. And the final one we're doing for today, wow, really short one. Short video, yeah. Is the Denver Broncos going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos, they lost to the Jaguars 34-20. And honestly, that was that was a game between two good teams. One had to come on top, and the Jaguars just ended up coming on top. The Chiefs, they ended up basically not really doing all too much, and it's only losing 26-9. Again, I don't know why I said 9 like that. Against the Titans. I've gotten more it was against Vikings, but we already covered the Vikings, but whatever. But yeah, the Chiefs has not really been playing all too much recently, and Gardner Minshew just tore his ACL again. Again with a torn ACL for the Chiefs. And now Chris Oladokun, I'm still not sure exactly how you say it, but I hope that's at least close. But yeah, he's going to be playing now, and I think he actually does a little bit better than what some people might think, but I still think the Broncos will overall win. And honestly, I might just take the Chiefs against the spread, just because the Broncos has not been the best at covering big numbers at all. So take that what you will, but I do think the Broncos will end up winning the game. This is a really easy Christmas slate, honestly, considering backup quarterbacks for all the home teams. What is this Christmas slate? This is such a bad Christmas slate, but yeah, I'm going to have the Broncos winning on Thursday night, as I think it's going to be a closer game than I expected. But yeah, with that, and that's going to be it for this video. If you guys liked it, please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!